We're explaining how to add columns in Dataview. This is a powerful feature that allows you to organize and display your information more effectively. There are several ways to achieve this, depending on your needs. 1. Using the columns argument. This is the most straightforward method. The columns argument within your Dataview query specifies the column headers you want to display. For example, Dataview and Dataview list where contains file.folder, my project. Columns file.name as file name, file.cday as created date, file.modified as modified date. This will create a table with 3 columns, file name, created date, and modified date, displaying the relevant information for files within the My Project folder. You can use any valid Dataview field here, such as file.name, file.link, properties you've added to your notes, or even calculated values. 2. Adding calculated columns. You're not limited to just existing data. You can create entirely new columns based on calculations or manipulations of existing data. Let's say you have a due date and a start date property in your notes. You could add a column showing the duration, Dataview list where contains file.folder, my tasks. Columns file. Name as task name, date, due, date, start, as duration, days. This adds a duration or days column, calculating the difference between the due and start dates. Remember to adapt the property names to your actual note properties. 3. Using nested queries and functions. Dataview's power comes from its flexibility. You can embed queries within columns to derive complex information. For example, you could have a column summarizing linked notes. Dataview list where contains file.folder, my projects. Columns file.name as project name, select file. Link from hashvar, this is a nested query. Where contains outgoing file.name, file.name as linked notes. This will display a list of project names and their corresponding linked notes in separate columns. The inner select statement finds and links to related notes. 4. Formatting columns. Once you've added your columns, you can control their appearance. You can use Markdown formatting within your column definitions to style text, or use inline code for special characters. For example, file name as file name will render the file name column header in bold. Remember to replace placeholder folder names and property names with your actual ones. Experiment with different field combinations and calculations to tailor your Dataview tables to your specific needs and visualize your information effectively. Dataview's flexibility allows for a high degree of customization.